Well, let's start the next phase of 2020, shall we? I've just been over here to Wendy's. I think you can see that in this glare. I've just been over to Wendy's to get some lunch. We haven't typically done a lot of fast food the last few years, but on Saturdays it seems like a thing that we've been doing. I got me and Paula some food, and I'm fixing to walk home. It's just a really, really pretty day. It's March 7th, 2020, and the weather's starting to warm up. It's really nice out here, and I just thought I'd enjoy a little walk while I talk to you a little bit about what's been going on. Well, nothing exciting. That's a really, really good thing. Just finished preparing my income taxes. This year's all different. I had to use the TurboTax app for the first time, and actually that was pretty good. It was a good experience, even with my visual impairment. Just kind of switching between voiceover and not using voiceover was pretty good, and made it pretty easy. I had my taxes done, really, once I got all my paperwork together. It really only took me about an hour. I spread it out over 2 days to get it done because I was working and stuff. But really, if you've got an hour or so, maybe a couple of hours just to sit down and put all the information and make sure it's all right. And my taxes were manageable. I have to pay in a little bit, but no big deal. There wasn't much. I don't send in any estimated. So it's all good. Yeah, I'm headed home now. Let's see. I'm getting ready to go to church in a little bit. It's a pretty Saturday afternoon here in Tullahoma, and it's a nice afternoon for a quick little walk. We're fixing to make the turn here on to Growl Lane and back to the house. Here's Dr. Kim's office over here. And in May, coming up in May, I've got to take Candy to get her shots. And let me see, I think I mentioned before that the kitty cat had to have a cancerous tumor removed off his hip. And it's been several months since that happened, and we haven't seen any signs of that trying to reoccur. So that's all good. And Paula and I just both not feeling, well, Paula's not been feeling good. I've been feeling pretty good. I'm finally over that gout mess. Let's watch this guy here. But anyway, nothing much else really to talk about right now. I've got lots of students just staying busy. Haley is off doing a continuing education thing this weekend, so we've kind of got the house to ourselves, and we're not doing much. So we're just kind of chilling and just keeping things kind of quiet. Been talking to friends on the phone and all that good stuff. Yes, right now they're still talking a great deal about the coronavirus. We've had a case or two in Tennessee now, I think, by this point, and everybody's talking about it. We're just still basically on the page of let's make sure everybody uses their hand sanitizer and all that good stuff, but nobody's gotten sick with it around here yet, thank goodness. Well, we'll come back a little bit later on, and I'll add some more details as we go along. We'll talk to you a little bit later. And it is Sunday, March, what is today? Today is the 8th of March, 2020. And let's see, we were talking about our trip to Wendy's yesterday, and I'm doing some cleaning downstairs and reestablishing some things after some of the stuff that happened a few years ago, and we're cleaning up a room, guys. So I guess you could say dominance has been established. I've got this room looking real good. I got some junk in the corner, but I got my instruments. I'm organizing a lot of my instruments. I still have this bass I need to sell or give away. I don't really want to give it away, but I'm not playing it, and it's just sitting here. But I finally got some floor space. I got some instruments over here, and I got some Civil War dresses and stuff like that hung up in the closet. And I've got a TV in here, and this is just a good little extra room. This is the room Candy runs around in a lot of times, but I want to get it, before I let her run around in here again, I want to kind of get things picked up and swept and vacuumed. But we had a little fiasco a few months ago with our water heater, and we got that straightened out. But one of the lines to the water heater was actually messed up, and it was dripping water everywhere, and I had to tear this room all apart to get it cleaned up. But we finally got some floor space in here. I got some blankets and pillows I'm gonna wash. But I guess you could say, after everything that went on, I guess you could say dominance has been established, and I've got my I've got my floor space back and everything, so that's pretty cool. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. I want to make a comment to those who were the victims of the 2020 tornadoes that happened last Tuesday. Guys, I'm really sorry that happened, but Nashville is an awesome place, and the folks of Nashville, Tennessee have really come together. We got Rob Deerdick over here. Let me turn this off a second. Yeah, I think we're watching. I don't know if we're watching. I don't think we're watching Fantasy Factory. I can't tell which one we're watching, but let me turn that off a second. There we go. Yeah, and I got the TV set up to talk now, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, so the 2020 tornadoes that affected Nashville, Tennessee, the way I understand it, East Nashville is really coming together and helping one another out in their homes and businesses and everything. And there's lots of people making efforts to collect food and other things. So this is March the 8th, 2020, and at this time there are still churches and other organizations taking donations for stuff like that. So if you know anybody that's got extra food or extra clothes, toiletries, cleaning supplies, waste collection bags, gloves, hand sanitizer, toiletries, all of that stuff. They need all of that stuff over there in Nashville. So our thoughts and prayers definitely go out to the folks in Nashville who have suffered those horrible tornadoes, people in Germantown, Tennessee, and people up in Cookeville as well. Our thoughts and prayers go out to all of you guys. Anyway, that's it for right now. I think it's Sunday evening, and it's quiet here in the house. Haley's getting ready to come home from a CE seminar for her massage therapy, and I'm going to go to the grocery store and buy a few things. So I'll talk to you guys later. 2020. Okay, people are going to start looking at me funny in a minute here, but I am in the grocery store, and we're smack dab in the middle of this whole coronavirus thing. And, gee, looks like a major panic here. Look at the shelves, man. Everything's gone, isn't it? Well, there's plenty of reason to be concerned, but fortunately our community's been pretty good. People haven't bought up all the pickles yet, so looks like we're good. We're gonna go over to the toilet paper aisle in a few minutes and see what that's like. But the general atmosphere here in the grocery store, with 9 known cases of coronavirus in Tennessee as of today, is pretty calm. So I'm pretty proud of our community right now. What is interesting is that people are buying up canned goods a little bit. Not bad, but I needed some pinto beans, but well, there's actually still some of those left. I'm gonna grab a couple of cans of those if I can find them. I wanted the Food Line. There they are. Food Line pinto beans. But people are starting to buy up the canned goods a little bit. I don't want that one. Oops. Let's see. What I'm doing is I'm buying the ingredients to make taco soup. So I need some black beans. I never can find those. Anyway, I'll come back in a few minutes. There's the Rotel tomatoes I need right there. 2 cans of those. People are buying those. Those are starting to disappear off the shelves a little bit. Anyway, I'll come back in just interesting for you. So what is it about the coronavirus that leads people to think that we're going to have a shortage of Sundrop? Particularly diet Sundrop. There's more Sundrop than there is diet Sundrop left on the shelves. That's interesting. I just want some Coke. Dr. Pepper's always selling out, so that's nothing unusual. Whoop. Oh, that was good. I'm not dealing with that. Wow, okay, they've stocked the shelves real well. Let's see. I'm gonna go grab some more orange soda if they like that. Here's what I was talking about. However, we're still fortunate enough that there's still some left, so I'm gonna grab some while I'm here. But look at that. The toilet paper is going fast. I'm gonna get a big pack. I've already picked up a couple, but look at that. The toilet paper's going real fast. Somehow they think that what we're gonna need is toilet paper during all of this. So that's pretty incredible. Actually, there's still a pretty good bit, but people are buying it up. Let's see. No shortage of beer. Okay. I think I'll grab some ice cream and head home. Look at that. This whole section of toilet paper's gone. Better get it while you can, folks, or you're not going to be able to get it. Even for reasonable needs. It's now the 13th of March, and look at the toilet paper section in Walgreens. Nearly all the toilet paper's gone. We still got paper towels, but nearly all the toilet paper's gone. We got some big roll stuff. Looks good thing I picked up some. I'm gonna grab some Kleenex though, because we need that. They have plenty of Kleenex. That'll be a good start. I think we'll be okay with that. But there has been a run in our local community on toilet paper. But this situation's been ridiculous, guys. All right. That's the current status of the coronavirus in Tennessee. I'll be back in just a little bit. And it is day one of the national emergency declared by President Donald Trump, March 14th, 2020. It's a Saturday afternoon. And as you can see, yes, I jumped on that stupid bandwagon of buying up toilet paper. And I did it for a very similar reason to other people. I just saw that the stores were beginning to deplete their supplies of toilet paper, and I saw a run on toilet paper taking place. I didn't want to run out. So a couple of weeks ago, I actually started stocking up on this stuff, so I didn't buy it all at once. But yeah, I did jump on that bandwagon a little bit. Guilty. Anyway, so we're going to go take a walk to Wendy's, and we're going to see what the general climate is like on this first day of the first national emergency that I remember in my lifetime. So yep, I even bought some bottled water. So I've been doing some preparing, but I've been doing this over the last couple of weeks. I didn't run out and do this all like in the last couple of days. I've just been slowly buying the stuff I need. So that's kind of what's going on that front. A few other items of interest. We're right in the middle of the Democratic primaries for the 2020 election. And it looks like Joe Biden is taking the field on that one. And, you know, I don't like to talk too much about politics, but that's what's going on. I think there are some bombings going on in Iran or something like that right now with all of that stuff with the novel coronavirus that's taking place. COVID-19 2020. Well, let's go see. They're saying right now that we should avoid large, massive groups of people, you know, large gatherings and things like that. So today's supposed to be the Tullahoma Ham Fest. You know, I'm a ham radio operator. Those who have just tuned into this channel for the first time, my call sign is KW4QJ, Kilo Whiskey 4 Quebec Juliet. You can find me on QRZ.com if you just feel like sending me an email. But we're going to take a little walk over to Wendy's and grab a bite of lunch and come back and plan to spend the rest of the weekend at home. I really regret to say that I am not going to go to Mass tonight, which breaks my heart. I've already decided to skip my Ham Fest and the club meeting I was going to go to this afternoon. Just while we're walking, a Ham Fest is a gathering of ham radio operators. It's kind of a swap meet. They bring their used items and they bring their cash and they buy and sell and trade ham radio related items. And that sometimes includes old computers and circuit boards and radio equipment and antennas and all kinds of stuff. For those who are not familiar with that, I've got a whole channel dedicated to amateur radio right now, and that's under my call sign. If you look on YouTube and search under my call sign KW4QJ, Kilo Whiskey for Quebec Juliet, you'll find my YouTube channel that is amateur radio related. I haven't done a video on that in a while, but I've been meaning to, so I need to do that. Probably do a few music lessons for my music students who may or may not be able to make it. I'll put some stuff on YouTube that they can use to practice, but looks like there's plenty of traffic. People are still out and about. People aren't freaking out yet, except I'll let that vehicle go by. People need to get their mufflers fixed, I swear. With the exception of the run on toilet paper and bottled water. And for some reason the other day I noticed a run on Diet Sundrop. Not Sundrop, but Diet Sundrop. So that's pretty weird. Anyway, I'm going to use this segment, this one and the next one, as kind of the last segment for this particular period in my personal vlog. We'll probably also use that as kind of the outro as well. But yeah, it looks like people are still out and about, business as usual. Doesn't look like, it looks like the streets are busy enough from just people out and about doing their thing. Probably out to buy more toilet paper. Another thing I noticed the other day was people getting on Facebook and either putting up false ads or very questionable ads about toilet paper in the Facebook marketplace. The Facebook marketplace denied me an advertisement of my music lessons that I teach to children. And it looks like the crowd over here at Wendy's is, if everybody's still out getting their double cheeseburgers. So day one of the national emergency declared by President Donald Trump appears to be pretty tame. The stock market actually rallied yesterday, and it's probably going to go up and down. So I'm going to run in here to Wendy's and get some lunch, and I will come back with you and join you for the walk home. Actually, we'll walk in. We're going to keep it kind of incognito. We'll look at the crowd as we go in here to get food. I'll try not to let people know I'm filming. Here we go. Okay, it's pretty busy. And we're back. Okay, this will be the outro for this segment. Just talking to the folks inside there, and yeah, there's a group of people eating right now and getting their food and stuff, but they said that business has been slow today in the wake of this new development. I don't know if that's the reason, but she said that it was unusually slow for a Saturday. Met a nice young man in there. I'm going to mention his name so that I don't forget it. Hey Trent, thanks for showing your interest in my YouTube channel. I'll look you up on Facebook. The general atmosphere just walking around out here seems to be pretty much business as usual, but it is interesting to note that the traffic at the fast food joint over here, the Wendy's down here from my house, is a little bit slowed. So that's what's going on, and I'll try to keep you updated as things develop. This is supposed to be a blog about my personal life, but this, of course, affects everybody. So it's very important too. And this will be interesting documentation for later on. And, yep, business as usual here in Tullahoma, Tennessee right now. It's a little chilly this afternoon. It's about 51 degrees and a little bit chilly. I've got my triple cheeseburger and spicy nuggets and Paula's chicken sandwich. If you guys are enjoying the channel for whatever reason, please do remember to click that like and subscribe button, and stay tuned because we'll have more stuff. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Peace, and I'll see you later.